beautiful?
I like those fish.
There was no such thing as piecing quilts when I had so many grandkids.
Just
You know, so I would do this, and I'd have a quilt in no time that way, see, for them.
Well, girls, we've got to get busy.
I get busy.
But isn't that pretty?
That's just
Or I could have
beautiful.
put yellow around it. See, it's just whatever color that goes with it. But the thing to do, if you buy the material, buy this at the same time so you can lay it
match it
together
up, yeah.
and be sure it matches. See. Now, see, most any little kid would like that.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
Let's see, that's fish, isn't it? I think I got one of frogs too. Anyhow, that gives you an idea.
Yeah.
You know how to get a quilt together. This one I just trying to finish it today, and I pieced this one. It just lacks one end to be undone. And that's going to be a nice warm quilt.
Pretty.
Yeah. I just got to stitch the end is all I got to do, and it'll be finished.
That's so pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty. Beautiful.
And that's just right for winter.
Yeah.
Coming up.
That's a good picture.
I love that gold and white.
Oh, yeah. This
Yeah,
is
that's that knit.
Yeah, it's knit.
So where are you finding the knit at?
Uh,
The knit material.
well, the kids have given me knit over the years, you know, and I still got a lot of knit in there.
Well,
And I'm
that's
putting it
good.
together.
Mm-hmm.
More so now with winter coming on. They're so nice for winter.
warmer
beautiful.
blankets.
It is pretty.
Well, I tell you what, your quilts hold up better than any blankets we've had.
Yeah, I still have all of mine.
I do too.
Everybody talks about blankets and stuff, and I don't know.
I got several things, more things in that tub to make.
There's much more. The ones you make are so comfortable.
Well, I told the kids, they said, well, why don't you stitch them since you can't quilt no more? And I said, did you ever lay under a stitched quilt? It feels hard, stiff and hard, like that. My stepmother made the most beautiful quilts you ever seen. But they were hard. I went to her house and laid under that, and I thought, oh, I'll lay under this beautiful quilt.
Landon,
And it was hard and
making too much
stiff.
racket.
See, but when you quilt them,
I'm just trying to find
Go around there and do it.
or tack them. See, my helper tacked this one for me.
This guy's
They're
making
soft.
too much noise.
They're soft. See, and that's what you
Don't
want.
mess around with them dominoes.
You want a
lay
soft.
under a soft blanket.
Yeah, it's just now they used to quilt quilts with cotton. That's all it had. And I've got one that Bill's mother made. Can you imagine how old? He was born in 1907, and it was his mother that made it. Now, all she had was cotton to put in it, see?
Wow.
So it's quilted this close together. All, I mean this close together over all of her
It's a
quilt.
lot of work.
You had to, with cotton.
Yeah.
It wads up,
Yeah.
see? But nowadays, we got it made. We got this nice batting. You don't have to quilt it.
Yeah. It's probably easier to sew through too than the cotton.
I
but-
bet it is.
Yeah.
I bet it is. But my biggest problem is getting linings for the things I make,
Getting
which
the
is just
backing.
solid material, you know, to match it, or white, you know.
Well, we'll have to be looking for some sheets for you.
That white permapress is good. just sew it together. And 4 yards makes a bed size, lining. But usually they come in here. I just feel so lucky that I can do anything with my hands the way they are, and the age I am and everything, And I'm proud. I'm so proud of what I do.
Yeah.
And try to show somebody. Oh yeah, that's pretty.
There's more meat.
But if you say it's yours, oh boy.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe the difference in
Yeah.
the response I get.
You should be proud of it.
Oh,
Yes,
you
so
should
are.
see this little black woman that comes in here every day. She said, "You got miracle hands, miracle hands." And she said, "I'm always talking to my patients. All they do is the other girl, people she goes to see, she just goes, about an hour and a half each place, and so she goes several places. So many of them just sit there,
And don't do anything.
Yeah.
just sit there. One woman she's sitting in her chair so much that she got sores on her rear. The bed sores, like the same as bed sores.
Wow.
And she was supposed to get up and walk every day. Well, I don't feel like it, And she keeps her house closed up and has a little opening in one blind just so she can see the man to bring her lunch, the hot meals. That's her big interest of the whole day.
Just lunch, right?
That is pitiful.
Yeah.
I said, she's just waiting to die. If you're not doing nothing, you just wither away.
We have to live with,
Yeah.
kids.
And so anyhow, she uses me as an example to the others to try to get them up and do something.
Motivate them to do.
You got good straight fingers. You could do it, Well, I don't feel like it.
I know, my mama, bless her heart, she had so much talent, and she just never felt like, doing anything.
Well, one woman's got a new sewing machine sitting there, and she won't get up, and she knows how to sew. I think about all the things she could make for people.
Yeah.
Because so many people, they either don't know how to make stuff or they don't have the time. It's a busy life now. Everybody has a busy life.
Yes.
And they appreciate getting these homemade things. So I told her, I said, well, if there's any of the women that need, that's really needing a lap pad to keep their legs warm, well, just let me know and I'll make them one. And we did. We picked out one of those lap pads I made. And that little old woman was so happy with that. That's for me? And she kept that lap pad even when her daughter put her to bed. Well, let me have my cover on top now. I want it on top of me. She thought so much of it.
It's special to her.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Neat.
I know Ginger was like that too. You had made her one, and she was in that wheelchair for a long time. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
had to have her lap pads, you made for her. She loved those.
Oh, yeah, Betty and I we thought we was going to really help a lot, go to a rest home and find out if we could make lap pads for the patients. But we got a slap in the face instead.
You're kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this woman, she come right back at us and she said, "Oh, you do-gooders come in here and want to make lap pads, and then I have to pick it up time after time after time, and I get tired of it." She said, "If you make any, make straps on them."
Oh my gosh.
So we made straps on them and made several for it.
Oh.
Wow.
Some people you talk to.
Oh, people.
Yeah, Gary, Frank and Bobby's gonna go in together and get me a new chair for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And so Larry come last night and he said, "I want in on that. I want to help out too and get Mama a new chair." The springs are going, in mine, and it goes this way. So I told him I was trying to save up money since Danny left, because he ate so much. I had my bank account down when he left, So I said, since he's gone, I'm going to start saving up money for me a new chair now. So they decided, well, that would make you a good Christmas present.
Yeah, it would.
So that'll be nice to get a nice, comfortable chair for Christmas.
Where the big springs aren't broken.
Yeah.
You'll know which way to lean to sit up straight.
Now, whenever you sit in the new one, you're gonna be lopsided.
Just naturally go that
You're gonna be sewing a little to the left.
But what kind of chair are you gonna get?
way. Oh, see, Frank made that base that's on, and he says, any swivel chair, I can mount it on that same base. And see how it's up high where I can just get up and down real easy? And that's what's so great about it. It's up high where I can just get up and down real easy out of that. And he said, any one that swivels, I can mount it right on that same mounting. And it'll be high just like that one, see? So that's what they're going to try to get.
Well, that kind of gives me an idea. Mom had a chair that Bill had gotten her, and it was a big chair like that. And I think it's green.
Uh-oh,
And
favorite color.
yeah, it's in her storage, and nobody's known what to do with it. If you think you might be interested, I'll talk to Bill and see, if he has plans for it.
Then you can get a
Well, I've had that one for so many years that I can't complain, I guess. I've kept it covered up to where it still looks pretty new up at the top.
Oh, it does.
It does.
I've always kept it covered and protected. And I said, well, I guess I can quit putting a cover on it now. It's wore out.
Let's go ahead and splurge.
Yeah, it's those, do you crochet? I don't guess you do.
My grandmother taught me how to when I was young, but not in the
You remember
years
the
lately.
granny squares? That's what I always made my afghans. I never made them across like this, like Patty or Jackie does. I never
That
got
is
on with
so hard to do.
But
I
I
could
made
never keep up with which row I was on.
Yeah, so that's why I always made the granny squares, just
Yeah.
squares. And then you take this needle and sew them together with yarn, you know.
Dad,
And,
when are we gonna
but
go?
I try to
a
make
little
a
bit.
granny square now. You see
I
the,
think
as
this,
you
you
know,
know which way's the top of the tree?
you run that yarn through your fingers on
Through your
this
fingers to
hand,
keep it taut.
and then use the needle with this hand.
The tree's on. This is
Try to
very
get some
top.
yarn between those fingers. I'd like to see you get some yarn in between those fingers.
A little too snug, huh?
And even if I manage to work it through there, it still won't flow. See, my fingers hold it.
You look at the tree.
So there's no way
Sometimes
I can crochet that way now. But, so I have to just simply crochet and try to hold.
Yeah.
So-
You're doing a good job on the towel.
I do good on the towels.
Most towels.
But the granny squares, they look kind of lopsided.
When you get your new chair, maybe they won't. Right there.
I told Jackie, I said, I made this granny square, will it pass? No. She was honest about it. Well, it did look kind of lopsided. But the towels, I can do them good for some reason or another. Just hold the thread, you know, the yarn, and crochet with that hand, and I can do those towels real good. And Patty got a whole slew of
I
towels.
think this is part of it.
And then this lady that works for me, she come in here and said, "Would you do these for my daughter?" Said, "There's 3 towels here. Can you?" And I said, "Well, you know, that makes 6, don't you? Because I cut them in half, see, and crochet on each one. That I made 6 of those for her."
Wow. How long does it take you to do the towels? Are you quick?
Well, I usually get one done in a day.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
That's
totally
fast.
Yeah.
That's really good.
But Bobby just won't do without those in his kitchen.
Oh, I love them. I hang them up, and you know it's so easy. Just go over there and wipe your hands on it really well.
Yeah, he says, "I just refuse to cook without it, because I got to have something to wipe my hands on." So I made him 4 tan ones.
Why?
Yeah, he liked the tan. He said that would go good with his kitchen. I had brown
Might go to
Yarn.
the tree.
on
Oh,
Which went
that's
good.
Pretty.
together with it. Yeah.